Greetings! L's come in all shapes and sizes. After a nice relaxing FUT Champions run last weekend where we decided to not actually finish our games and we ended up settling for a gold to finish, we didn't really have much to show for in our rewards, and as you can see, we still had the 8.5 million coins to spend and no clue who to buy. And so as any normal person would do, we started our FUT Champs on the Friday with the exact same team as last week, except that at a certain point, we gave up on Team of the Season Kessie, and we went back to our untradeable FUT Birthday Vidal. And now, while no actual gameplay L's would be there waiting for us at the beginning of Weekend League, as I alluded in the beginning of the video, L's come in all shapes and sizes, and we would soon find out that the biggest L's of this weekend would occur off the pitch. Now, don't let the fact that we actually started okay fool you from the actual truth. That is that throughout this entire weekend, guys, I was really not in the mood to play, specifically on the final 2 days, the Saturday and the Sunday, because the Friday went all right. I think we got to like 8-0 or something, and we were undefeated, we were scoring, gameplay was playable, but at a certain point I logged on the Saturday and the Sunday and things were just starting to really just piss me off. I had a low threshold of tolerance, and you guys know, if you cannot play this game with a Buddhist state of mind, you will fail. This game leaves no room for any frustration, and that frustration would peak at around 8 wins and 0 loss for myself, where we match a very nice prime Dino. Now the theme would be overhit balls, which is something that is not a new concept, but it really took a new level here. We had the perfect opening. I know the devil's advocates of the world are getting a hard on just typing in the comments that was a hard ball, but where are they with the Umu balls? You know what I mean? That's just the whole point. Like, how can the 70-yard mark through balls work, but that doesn't? Our opponent goes for the directional nutmeg and pray. With 13 minutes to go, he takes the lead. So you could imagine the frustration building up, which is a surprise because we actually ended up drawing the game with 7 minutes or 6 to go, plus injury time. We would actually go on and steal the win, but don't let that fool you, because that would not help me in calming down as we find ourselves 9-0. Our opponent gets in behind with Kaká, drills it in. Almost a copy of that chance from us with a extended give and go. We get the ball back to Cantona. Unfortunately, the shot didn't come off when I wanted, and we took an extra touch. I don't know how, but again, we try to tie it, overhit ball on Ronaldo from Cantona, and then not an actually overhit ball, but this time it's on us for choking the chip. Another overhit ball, because why not? Why not? Why not, right? It takes so long to create an opening like that, and then when you do, it's pandemonium. We ended up losing that game, and what better way to release our frustration than to spend our coins? Who did I spend my coin? Well, for one, I got Team of the Season Lacroix at center back. Secondly, and most importantly, we got Moments Cruyff for 7.5, and this is where the L's started sweeping in, because as you can see from my startled face when Cruyff went to 7 flat, and even as low as 6.6 at one point, only hours after I bought mine, I knew that I had just taken the biggest L of the year. Months of coins down the drain in a matter of minutes. And honestly, man, this wouldn't even be an issue if I had actually made the coins that I deserved throughout the year for the amount of games I played, number one, and number two, for the results that I had. Because at that point, a few 100,000 lost here, a few hundred lost there, it doesn't matter, because a few more Weekend League, a bit more grind, and I make that back. But because they're so stingy with the amount of coins that they give you, this was inevitable. You get to the point, if you're a player like me, in July or June or whatever it is, you finally have enough to spend on Cruyff, and within hours, you lose all your purchasing power. And so at 11-1, I thought that it was time to just hope and pray that we could get over the tax loss on Cruyff, because he would prove to us he was the best in the world. But what I would end up learning is that I was worried about the wrong type of tax. The tax I should have been worried about was the infamous 2-tackle tax, where you're not allowed to have the ball back until you endure the 2-tackle tax, where you have to intercept, tackle, or whatever 2 times at least before you get the ball back from your opponent. Dude, I get the tackle. Goes back to him. He does a driven pass. Goes through my legs. What else? There we go, dude. It's like, there's a constant tax on my head. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Stallion's playing. He must win the ball back 2 times before he gets the actual fucking ball. Of course, here's the tax. 2 tackle tax. The 2 tackle tax. Go on. There we go. The 2 tackle tax, bro. It's the 2 tackle tax. You tackle him once? No. You gotta get back the 2 tackle tax. Yeah. 180 pass. We move. 2 tackle tax. Come on. 2 tackle tax. There it is. 2 tackle tax. There it is. There it is. The 2 tackle tax, the directional nutmeg, absolute nation. Coming up with the win. Congratulations, bro. I warned you guys that this weekend I was struggling with my frustrations, but we did claw our way back to 16-2 and we would face this team. And in my head, I was like, fine, this is it, right? We get to 17-2 and we do what we did last week and we stop. But little did I know that something else was gonna happen. Here, we have the ball with Vidal. Cruyff goes to God knows where, offensive AI baby, and he leaves me for stranded where he could have easily given me a tap-in. But something horrible was about to happen. How did that ball go there? I'm absolutely disgusted and ashamed. I don't care how pretty that chip was. That pass assistance was disgusting. And then we would see some magic from Cruyff to take us to the 2-0 lead. And here is the 90th minute stat sheet. Why am I not showing you the 2 goals from my opponent? Because it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. I know my goal was a disgrace, but this is also a disgrace. From minute 45, he turned on constant press and paid 0 price for that. I had almost 60% possession and I almost had twice his tackles. And he had constant press on. You know what that means? It means that he couldn't out-tackle me even with the AI doing all the work for him. Even with me having twice as much of the ball, therefore him having twice as much of the opportunity to tackle me. And the rest was history, because what else could have happened other than a directional nutmeg to seal the win for my opponent after paying 0 consequences for playing 45 full minutes with constant press. His players should have been begging to get subbed off after that, but no, apparently 99 stamina, constant press, we're good, bro, we're good. We would end up getting our 17th win, but for better or for worse, this weekend would have been different. That 3rd loss made me realize, you know what, Stallion, not this week. We're not taking this week off. We're gonna prove to ourselves that that loss was a fluke. We're gonna have a clear goal in our mind. We have to get to 23 wins. Once we get to 23, we stop, but we have to get there. And I knew that would be a challenge because of the state of mind I was in, but I knew we could also hit it, and that's what we were going to try to do.